We're celebrating it tonight in Deering. The event aims to help build community and law enforcement relationships. Members of the McDuffie County Sheriff's Office and the Thompson Police Department were all there, along with kids and adults in the community. Kids had a good time playing with the fire trucks, getting into a bounce castle, and exploring a sand pit. National Night Out was first introduced back in August of 1984, so it's a long tradition. Today, a new program in Augusta making its debut. Second Chance Desk Augusta works with people with criminal records in Richmond and Burke counties. The goal is simple: to help people facing barriers to getting a job or housing because of old charges on their records.
It's so important just to be able to help young people, or even people who have had things on their record from years and years ago. I actually just talked to a gentleman who's got something on his record from when he was 18, and it's still holding him back from being able to get jobs now in the 50s and 60s. Once people pay their debt to society, we ought to be helping them get back to becoming productive members of society.
Second Chance Desk Augusta is located at the Richmond County Public Library on the first Wednesday of every month. To find out more, you can go to our website, wrdw.com. Drivers in Aiken, heads up. South Carolina DOT converting the intersection of Mount Beulah Road and Old Barnwell Road, Windsor, from a two-way stop to an all-the-way stop. That'll be tomorrow night. Those vehicles traveling in all directions through this Aiken County intersection will have to stop there. There are signs posted around there notifying you of the upcoming all-way stop. Last week, we brought you the story of Nyla Tudd, a student who died recently, and we heard from her family and students at Thompson High School. Tonight, one more moving tribute. This one is from her chorus class. On their Facebook, they say they could not attend the funeral, but they had this song for her. Friends in chorus say she loved this movie and this song, and posted the video on Facebook saying here, "We miss her so much, we sing for you."
Well, we are going to see temperatures stay seasonal over the next couple of afternoons, but dropping into the weekend, we'll have a look at that cool blast heading our way just after the break.
And there's much more ahead on News 12 at 11. New rules for new tattoo parlors wanting to set up shop in Columbia County. We'll tell you what's changing there.
One more mile. Ease your breath.
What is going on in here? Prepping for the big race. Duh. Oh, sorry, Quackers. What race?
The Augusta Duck Dash, October 21st. It's in the Savannah Rapids.
We're raising money to help infants have a safe place to sleep. How's training going?
If he was any faster, he'd be burning rubber.
How do I get my duck?
Just go to AugustaDuckDash.com or scan the QR code.
Amin and Hopkins of them.
Leaders in Columbia County have been looking at new tattoo parlors and where they can open up shop. They made a move tonight that will help spread those businesses out a little more. They vote and what it means for these new tattoo parlors coming to Columbia County.
And when it comes to the future of tattoo shops in Columbia County, commissioners decided to space them out. Tonight's vote means future tattoo parlors will have to be a mile apart.
I think that's a good step.
Randy Teston, owner of the Body Shop Tattoo Parlor and Piercing, says the new mile separation between tattoo parlors has the county moving in the right direction.
I think that's good for business. I don't want to encroach on anybody else's, business. I'm not trying to take any of theirs. I think there's enough to go around, and spacing out the places.
The Body Shop opened 4 months ago after a battle with commission for approval.
Worked through some curves, but yeah, we're doing well.
They were the last tattoo license the county gave out before putting a halt on them in June to figure out the best way forward for the county to place the shops.
We had several applications come in at once that had to do with tattoo parlors and those businesses. In order to keep them all from being on top of each other, we decided to come up with an ordinance to spread them out some.
District 1 Commissioner Connie Malier took charge of the effort, and after 120 days, this is the solution.
We don't want to take away anybody's opportunity to have a business or make money. It's a capitalist society for sure, but we want to be sure we do the right thing for everybody, and this will make them all more successful in the end.
Making the process clearer for where tattoo shops can go, ending up with what Randy has.
We love the place. I mean, it's small, quaint, kind of feels like a private studio kind of feel, and the people that have been in here and gotten tattooed by the artists.
and current tattoo parlors are fine where they are. This distance between businesses now goes into effect for anyone looking to bring in a business from here on out.
All right, Nick Thielen in our newsroom for us tonight. Nick, thank you. It's a step to the Olympics for athletes.
Here's a look at our 7-day forecast. Once again, nice pleasant temperatures over the next several days. A few more clouds will show up Friday and Saturday, and then clear out and cool us off Sunday and early next week.
Thanks, Riley. A U.S. Army officer who was pepper sprayed by police in Virginia going after additional damages. The second lieutenant, Cara Nazario, was awarded $2,600 after being assaulted by Windsor police in a 2020 traffic stop. Nazario, of Black and Latino descent, says he was a victim of discrimination when police performed an illegal search of his vehicle. The police officer in question, he was ordered to pay an additional $1,000 fine. Nazario's attorneys say his First and Fourth Amendment rights were violated and his claims were dismissed in district court. So he's trying another move in the legal system. An update tonight on the McDuffie County Animal Shelter. It will reopen next Monday. A Facebook post from them says they passed all their inspections. Animals will be available for adoption, but they will not be taking out of county adoptions. The shelter closed down after previous director resigned 4 months into that job. To see some of the animals available for adoption, you can check out the shelter's Facebook page, but they are back in business soon. Healthcare workers nearing a strike. What that means for you and how long this one could happen. Coming up on News 12 at 11.
Convenient trial kit for just $14.95 plus free shipping by ordering online at plexidermtrial.com or by calling the number on your screen.
The summer of strikes may carry over to the fall as another large labor strike could start in a few hours. Thousands of healthcare workers at Kaiser Permanente say they will walk off the job if they don't reach a new deal by tomorrow. Kaiser and leaders from a coalition of several unions have been talking since April, but the contract for more than 75,000 healthcare workers expired last Saturday. If they strike, hundreds of hospitals and medical facilities could be affected here in the States, in several states. Nursing assistants, x-ray technicians, therapists, even housekeepers could leave. Workers want higher wages, better benefits, and safe staffing levels.
We represent members of the coalition across these states that are some of the most expensive cities to live in.
Kaiser says it'll continue bargaining in good faith until it reaches a fair agreement. Workers say they're prepared to strike for up to 3 days. If they do, elective procedures, filling prescriptions, even lab work could be delayed. The parents of Oxford High School shooter Ethan Crumbley will be standing trial. Michigan Supreme Court declining to consider Jennifer and James Crumbley's appeal. They face 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter from their son's actions. His parents argue the charges have no legal justification and they should not be held responsible for their son killing 4 other students in 2021. Viral video out of Philadelphia showing a dirt bike rider jumping on the back window of a woman's car, then pointing a gun at her as she confronts the vandal. Aaron Black Bakersville spoke with a woman who was in the car and her 2 children at the time of this attack.
They're not paying attention to lanes. They're just doing whatever. So now I'm turning in the lane and it hits the side of the car.
Nikki Bullock is showing us the damage to her car after she says a man on a motorcycle ran into her first. She says that led to the 2 arguing with each other as she continued to drive with riders all around her. It happened outside of City Hall, and the aftermath was captured by a tourist from Florida.
He jumped up here with 2 feet. He stepped his first foot down, didn't work, so then he was like, went through.
In the video, you see the man climb on the car and jump through the back windshield. A gun fell out of his waist, and he quickly aimed it at Bullock as she stared down the barrel of that firearm.
So the guy points the gun at you, and what? You didn't even flinch.
It was just like, it was a little gun, and then at that point my windshield was already broken, so like, what was he really going to do to me, for real? So I just started going off.
She wouldn't back down at all, with her girlfriend and girlfriend's 2 young kids inside the car. The rider would headbutt Bullock, who responded by knocking over the motorcycle. At the end of the video, you see her carrying one of the children.
I'm just grateful that my kids are okay. There's not a scratch on them. It was just the simple fact that I had kids in the car. That's why I jumped out like that. That's why I reacted like that. It was just to protect them, honestly.
A scary scene there. That happened on Sunday night, and now police in Philadelphia are looking for the suspect in a very public assault and vandalism case. Analysis from the Anderson Economic Group showing the economic impact of the United Auto Workers strike. So far, the strike has cost automakers $3.95 billion in just the first 2 weeks. Companies lost $1.12 billion. Suppliers lost roughly $1.29 billion. The dealers and customers lost close to $1.2 billion. Direct lost wages add up to $325 million. The effect of a strike there. LaFonza Butler just got the call yesterday, and today she's the newest member of the U.S. Senate. The California Democrat filling the seat